Yeah. Yeah, you know.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Jets going up against the Bills.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Sure to be an end-to-end spectacle. Rex Ryan facing his former mates, and the Jets and Bills are underway. Here's Tywan Jones on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now Peterman on second down. There's the first NFL catch for East Carolina's Zay Jones. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Zay Jones, a second-round pick from East Carolina. Some thought could have been a first-round pick from East Carolina.
High-volume guy at East Carolina. I mean, the big-time catch, 158 of them in 2016. And he's an NFL legacy. His father, a long-time.
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 63 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A running play now for Forte. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Tannehill now on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down. Tannehill now to throw. Airing one deep for Curse. He's got a man. Complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now Tannehill. And this one hauled in by Will Time. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, this is Forte. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Drops it underneath to Forte. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Now Forte, I think he's a bit shaken up. Still down on the ground. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Second down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, here's Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Here's Mostert, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And some room to roam now. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 101 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
The Jets making their way out. It's been a while since we've seen them in the postseason, back in 2010. But last year, Charles, 5-11, and some of the moves they made in the offseason suggest maybe this year could be a challenge as well.
I believe those moves you referred to were made to change the attitude, the atmosphere on the team, because they went into the draft, and they got a couple of key guys that they've been counting on. Jamal Adams, a safety out of LSU. Marcus May, a safety out of Florida. They got younger, but they got more athletic back there. The tough part for them, still not solidified at the quarterback position.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
And his throw here is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Second and 10. Tannehill once more. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, you know, he'd say, file it away, lad. File it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. 20. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And here we go on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that.
Second and goal to go now. This is Mostert. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Tannehill on third and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Bills have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Here we go.
Now it's Peterman. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Coney Ely in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Tannehill on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Slot man moves right. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Tannehill. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And from down in Miami, an update. It's now a 2-touchdown lead there for the Dolphins. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. These Bills, Charles, as you look back to last year, got off to a pretty good start, put together a 4-game winning streak early in the year, including that 16-0 shutout of the Patriots, but last 10 games, 3-7.
And they expect that to change in 2017 because they made a change in leadership. Remember, Sean McDermott, a defensive coordinator in Carolina, is now the head coach of the Bills. And he's going to emphasize being able to finish stronger down the stretch. And they added Tre'Davious White, a cornerback out of LSU, to take the place of the departed Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
In motion, the tight end, Clay. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 3rd and short, the fullback DeMarco. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. First down carry by Jones. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. They are in the 2nd quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll run it now out of the gun. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. That one good for 33 and a first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Off play action, Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. So the D-line's going to spread out. And they try the sweep to Jones. And some space here. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And down he'll go at the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Tannehill. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not.
Been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe.
LOV on my right leg, that's Gucci. Dig what I'm saying. LOV on my man, that's Gucci. Dig what I'm saying. Caught a little jet lag, but I'm golden. Yeah. We deserve Grammys and some Oscars. They deserve Grammys, they imposters. I be rolling with my project homies. It's a vibe. I just put the homie. It's a vibe. Over switch sides, it's a vibe. Yeah. I gon' do it, gon' do it, gon' do it. I gotta accept that I'm a. I pull up in several different options. That I would most ever. I shatter your dreams with this cream I make. What? Gotta be on the thinker. I say. What? I can't feel my toes, but ain't gon' fold up. I was in the double law when I rolled.
I've been rolling on the freeway. I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe. I've been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe.
Dig what I'm saying, Chanel drapes on me daily. This creek alone is on me, baby. Dig what I'm saying, I'm going hard, yeah. I pop in your memory, You should be glad I'm showing you sympathy. I gave you real love out the gutter, Ever let you go, you gon' suffer, from it. I gon' do it. I gotta accept that I pull up in several different options. That I but most of them. I shatter your dreams with this cream I make. What? Gotta be on the thinker. I say. What? I can't feel my toes, but they gon' fold up. I was in the double law when I rolled. Yeah.
I feel like I should be giving up. You can't leave it, it's too much. But I'm tired of you, me on. Oh, and I don't like where this is going. And I've been stuck in all your apologies. Gave my all, but you wanted more from me. Keep your love, it doesn't feel the same. I hope it hurts you when you hear my name.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even and mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm in the bank and I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models. This is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I got.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Jets going up against the Bills.
All right, Larry, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at what's now known as New Era Field here in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New York Jets. They'll run with Forte. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's going to look deep down the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
On second down, here's Peterman. And that's caught. Zay Jones, the rookie. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
We love talking about bloodlines in the NFL, and Zay Jones fits that category perfectly. The rookie at East Carolina, his father Robert was a linebacker in the league, and his uncle Jeff Blake, a quarterback in the NFL as well.
And Zay, 399 catches at East Carolina, a D1 record. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go now. Detroit. Now, Jack Patrick.
Here's Peterman to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. Past the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
You better get in the weight room, son. I'm too strong out here. Too big for you.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now it's Tannehill. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Here's Tannehill. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And here come the Bills. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. For McCoy, in the last 7 years, 5 of them over 1,000 yards.
Underrated in how strong he is through the hole, but the best part of his game, open field, where he makes a whole lot of people miss.
In 2016, he was 7th in the league in rushing yardage. Now Peterman on 2nd down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they'll try and run this sweep to McCoy. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Peterman on the move to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, Peterman. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
In motion, the tight end, Clay. Now Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
2nd down, Peterman. And he fires one incomplete. Charles Clay is tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Peterman. He's going to fire one into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Florida, Marcus May. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play, and they responded to the challenge.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 45 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He completes it to Jones. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. Peterman looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Skrine. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Peterman. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now McCoy. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the Shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now it's Peterman. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Peterman is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Play action. Now Peterman. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And he's got some space here. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Got an open man, it's Enunwa. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got Kurz. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
In motion, Anunwa. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And from down in Miami, an update. It's now a 2-touchdown lead there for the Dolphins. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Letting one go deep for a noon one. And that's caught at the 25. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. To go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offense.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Coney Ely in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They'll run it with McCoy. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Colton Schmidt, fourth-year man from UC Davis, on to punt it away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. There he goes right side, and he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
On first down, Tannehill. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And now it's second down. Shift together here from the D-line. And he'll give it here to his running back. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Tannehill now to throw. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. 10th carry now for McCoy. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Gun, Peterman. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Room to run past midfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running
That's
back
what you
on
need
that
for
counter
a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Peterman. Left side here, caught by Clay. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. This is McCoy. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now Peterman on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye. Here's McCoy. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Fullback try and push the pile. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Patrick DeMarco taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Gun, Tannehill. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. After the interception, here's Peterman rolling to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Hurry up, here we go. Gun!
2nd and 10 now. Peterman. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches. But when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
This time, Peterman will throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
McCoy. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
First down and goal to go from the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's Tannehill. Complete outright to Kurz. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Tough start to the year for the Jets. So this trip to Buffalo, then at Oakland. Then they'll calm down a bit, come home for Miami and Jacksonville before heading to Cleveland in week 5.
Opening with Buffalo on the road under new management, and then a Super Bowl favorite in Oakland. They've got to come out of those at least 1-1.
Tannehill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Jets on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. In motion, Anunwa. To throw is Tannehill. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This is taken at his 4. They find some open field here. He won't go down. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
A give to McCoy. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 2nd down following the run. Here's Peterman to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Peterman. Flushed out right. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. No one had more rushing touchdowns than the Bills last year, 29. Let's see what they do on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. His throw incomplete. Quincy Anunwa, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Kyle Williams able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Third and long, it's Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, and that'll bring up second down. It's a tough early season stretch for the Bills. After this, they go to Carolina, then home for the Broncos, and 2 more games on the road at Atlanta and Cincinnati.
3 of those teams have been in.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And now look at him go. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Will Tye, 75 yards. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Here's Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Set, 3-19.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here.
Hurry up, here we go. We got three, fellas. We got three. No. Detroit. All right, here we go.
Second down, Peterman. Room here to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Detroit! Set! Over! Gone! Over! Back to Philly! Here we go now!
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. A win would be their second on the young season.
All right, here we go. Back there! Here we go now! 30-19! Detroit!
Oh, Peterman going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holmes. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Bills on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, now, here we go. Detroit! No. Check. No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up, here we go. Gone.
Here's Peterman. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. And they'll go ahead and spike it here as that stops the clock with just under a minute to go now. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
Tannehill throwing again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. Here's Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the rookie from LSU, Tre'Davious White. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Buffalo, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers.